I mean, it's a central issue, but that relates to that the data scientist needs to understand what the customer problem is. And there we had a good collaboration with Teijon people and Thomas, who was the battery scientist. So he was able to give me insights what his manufacturing process is. And then my job is to kind of relate the data to it, so that we can kind of capture the variability in the manufacturing process. And once you capture that variability, then the math does its work. It finds out the kind of major reasons behind it. This is a typical misconception I get about AI, and I think that relates to the fact that oftentimes people are trying to just implement new techniques and they don't really understand the problem they are having. So they just put data into algorithms and then they think that, okay, what does this result tell them? But what is important that they need to also understand the problem they are trying to solve. And when you really know your problem, then it is much easier to understand that kind of what the algorithms do. You don't need to know the specifics. What do the algorithm do? But if you understand, if the results make sense, then people don't treat the algorithms anymore as a black box. They are fine with that, okay, it makes sense. So they can move forward and kind of, as long as it helps them in their work, then they are able to move on, even though they might not understand all the details. The challenge with the data is that, yes, we say that the data is oil, but oil is used in the cars and in the machines. But a lot of the data nowadays is not used efficiently, that it is stored. So I think people need to understand now that they really need to start making use of that data. And kind of, but in making the data to be used, they need to also understand that when they are collecting data, the data needs to always relate to some context where it is created. So it is not enough just to have measurement data, but you also always need to know that where the data is and how it is generated and how is it linked to the actual product they are making. And if that is included in the data, then we can come up with this fact that the data really is the new oil and can solve manufacturing problems, that you can link your supply chain management to the core of your manufacturing process and really drive your quality to a new level.